Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Madisonville Marine. There is no better place to buy a boat. That means you need to get down Highway 411 North in Madisonville, where you can get up to $1,500 back if you purchase a G3 Suncatcher pontoon. G3 Suncatcher pontoon up to $1,500 back if you do it by July 7th. The clock is ticking. It is a spectacular place to buy boats, and it is a spectacular deal when it comes to the Suncatcher pontoon. Madisonville Marine, get down, tell Steve Sloan, Joe Special, and the gang that I said hello. They are good, good people. All right, we finish our countdown of the 15 biggest storylines of the year with number 2, who will be the starting quarterback, and what will they bring to the table? I mean, are we to the point when you look at these guys' numbers that best you could hope for is kind of a game manager? Of course, we all know best you can hope for is to die in your sleep, if you go by the old song. But number 1, is it first-time head coach, first-time offensive coordinator? I mean, you look back at Kirby Smart in his first year. He inherited a gold mine, still went 7-5 in the regular season with it. There's a learning curve for most of these guys. And Tennessee, when it comes to first-year coordinators, I don't think I need to run through the list.
Yes.
What's the bigger story for you guys, quarterback or first-time head coach, first-time offensive coordinator?
I'm going to go with first-time head coach, first-time offensive coordinator. I mean, quarterback thing will work itself out either in a good way or a bad way. And if it works itself out in a good way, then that puts even more emphasis on your coordinator and head coach. So I'm going to go head coach, coordinator.
I'm going to go quarterback because I think it's the most important position on the field. And I think if the quarterbacks play better than I think they are going to play, then they can win some of these close games that they lost last year.
I'm going first year head coach and coordinator. I just think there's a learning curve for first year guys, and Tennessee fans have seen it, particularly at coordinator, a couple of recent incidences.
You know, to me, it's kind of a toss-up, but I think in the big picture, and considering Tennessee's past with the offensive coordinator, it's the head coach, the first-time head coach, and I think it is a new first-time offensive coordinator because to me that is a big, big picture. Obviously, just right near that is who will the quarterback be, and do you go with a transfer, and the implication and ramifications of that could be huge.
Now, if Jimmy's right, then the first-time coordinator thing gets smoothed over a lot because if you've got a quarterback out there who can make some plays for you, it's going to make you look good, make you more comfortable.
But it all goes back to
better.
if your offensive line isn't better and you don't give these guys time to throw, you can't run the ball effectively. It really doesn't matter who the
Well,
quarterback
here's another
is.
thing, too, on the flip side. If the offensive coordinator and head coach aren't very good, the quarterback might not be either. So,
Well, I mean, and here's the thing. Everybody thinks great things are on the horizon for Jeremy Pruitt. You hear good things about Tyson Helton as well. But again, you go back, Kirby Smart had his team in the national championship game with a lead late in his second year. But his first year, inheriting a really good team, people were thinking, oh, they ought to win 9 or 10 games. He won 7 in the regular season. To me, that's a pretty big, you underscore that, and it reiterates how big that learning curve is for a first-time coach in this league. My concern, you talk about the quarterbacks, and we're just saying who'll be the starter, not necessarily for West Virginia, but on through the season, you wonder, Keller Chris numbers, he was not a guy that was Mr. Peyton Manning out there at Stanford. He didn't win the job there. That's why he's coming here. I just wonder if you're stuck with a game manager because Garantano, we know what he was when he was recruited. He was the top dual-threat quarterback in the country. You beat Ohio State to get him. Urban Meyer knows something about quarterbacks, but we haven't seen it out of Mr. Garantano. I just wonder, is there any hope to get a playmaker out of these guys? Can they coach that up, or are we looking at a game manager?
Here's the problem.
Garantano, he doesn't look like a dual threat guy to me.
No, he
by
doesn't.
the way. But anyway, go ahead, Bob.
What I was going to say was, if you are stuck with a game manager, the problem with that is game managers do well with teams that are good everywhere
That's
else,
right.
and
Like
you don't
at
lose.
Alabama.
And they have a great
game
defense
manager
and
on a bad
kicking
football
game.
team.
Yeah.
I think it's just you got to say it's a bad quarterback.
Yeah.
You got a good offensive line with a great running back.
Yeah, and good receivers.
You can
manage it.
Trent Dilfer your
Yes.
way to a title.
And people scoff, but don't rule out Will McBride. I mean, he showed some toughness and stuff. He did.
Kind of went into a George Jones high voice there. All right, we'll close with that. Very good.
For Will McBride.
Chuck, Mike, Jimmy, Bob, thanks to all of you. Let me show you what's coming up here. Don't forget, we got a graphic here? I want to put this up. Okay, don't forget, next Sunday, we're on from noon to 1. We did this show a few weeks ago on Memorial Day. You might have missed it. Best Vols of the last 15 years. We do our Ring of Honor. That's next week because there's a U.S. Cycling Championship. We're actually noon to 1 instead of 11 to noon. But July 1st, be sure to watch us. You can watch and win. And we're at our regular time 2 weeks from today. Watch and win. See you then.
The Sports Source is brought to you by Fast Frame. Shadow boxes come with a lifetime guarantee.